You know, man, I had to ask you about this, man, because
Come on.
you know, it happened a while ago, but recently, more footage of it came out that I seen. That's I don't know if you've seen it or not, but more footage came out of you and Charleston White having your incident. You know, and at that time, I interviewed him about it. You know, and you know, he kind of talked about calling the police on you and everything, man. Can you kind of take me through your version of events of what happened?
Oh man, from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was called. Well, I called Charleston. I think 2 days before I took off to go to Texas, and he was talking like out the side of his neck about the gangbangers and the. I think he mentioned who was that? Nipsey and a few other guys. So I called him and like, man, you like really like being disrespectful with the gang shit. If you ain't ever lived it, you don't understand it. Well, he was like, I get you, OG. I ain't gonna do it no more. Okay, we good. So I get to Texas. So me and my people get in the car, put my shit together, what I thought I needed for that occasion, if you know what I mean. And we went to Texas. So when we get there and get to do the interview, me and my people is outside having a drink. And one of the girls that was with us, because she called and said, Charleston just came through that back door, and he put a pistol on the side of his chair. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. So I popped the trunk. We locked and load. We goes inside. I pull the drink out. I go in. Now I'm curious. If this how this nigga want to get down, nigga, we can get down like that. So we go in. Everybody saying what's up, yada yada. And I sit down and I'm just gonna be cool with it. I ain't tripping. I don't see the pistol. But then I'm sitting there and then I see his phone cocked out of the chair. So I'm getting a text. He filming live. It's live. So I'm like, okay. Now he looking for something. Then he get the yak, yak, yak all of a sudden. And when he stood up and said some shit, I don't remember, it was a while ago. Somebody, we ain't scared of you niggas. He tried to make it seem like it was a California, Texas thing. I got a gang of people from Texas. So now he got me pissed off. And it wasn't until he stood up, I stood up and met him right there, stopped him from his chair. You can't get to your pistol now. I'm not scared or whatever, but me and Charleston looking at each other and what do I get if I touch this dude? I don't get nothing out of it. I don't get nothing out of beating him up. In our days, I don't get a stripe for doing something to Charleston White. So, I mean, I'm ready to grab him by his throat. And I said something like, just say you want it. And that's all he had to say. If he would have said he wanted, I wouldn't have had a choice. I'd have grabbed him by his motherfucking neck and I'd have treated him real bad. And nobody, I truly believe, nobody inside of that building could have done nothing to me. I was ready. I mean, let me rephrase that. I could have got shot from the side. Because there's about 15, 20 people in there, not knowing what they got. But I know we strapped. I know if I make it to the trunk, it's all hell gonna break loose. You feel me? So I wasn't really tripping off that. So I just kept telling myself to sit down before I do something to him. Because being in front of him, he just talked. And I was gonna do something to him. But I wouldn't have got anything out of that. So the next day, we hit the campsite, and I'm like, where Charleston at? Oh, he ain't came yet. So an hour later, he pull up. So I go to him, you know how we do it, tap him on his ass. What's happening, baby? You all right? You good? Just to show him I ain't tripping. And he like, yeah, I'm good. So we talking. Come help me build this fire. Me and him go over there, build a fire for the kids and shit. He cool. That night, he get to talking crazy to the kids, called one of the little boys, and the guy that was running the show had an altercation with him. Charleston White never came back no more. So it was good that I didn't see him again after that. And shit.
Shit, I thought you were gonna wring his neck, bro. I was like, damn.
No, I really
like,
was.
Man.
And it wasn't to prove a point to anybody. It was just to say, you know, he quick to tell you that you're not gonna come to Texas. He quick to say you niggas are this or you niggas are that. It wasn't about none of that to me. It was, my whole thing was, we all done seen these type of cats before, and I just wanted to be face to face with him. And once we got face to face, and once that altercation took off, and looking at him in his eyes, he wasn't ready for that. He wasn't ready for that. So I didn't want to be that dude or set myself back from being, because he said something like, oh, you going back to it or some shit like that. And I had to, okay, he trying to get me. So when I heard he called the police because I had a pistol, I never pulled my pistol on him. My people never pulled out a pistol. He the one that had his shit sitting right there. So why would you call the mother police on me? Because I said I had it? I'd tell everybody, yeah, I got my mother pistol. And I told them. I didn't rush home. I went to the camp out with all the boys and all that, which was my reason for coming. I did what I had to do. I wasn't in no rush to go home.
So even around the kids, he was like that character he called a little kid. I don't even want to say it. The F word.
Yeah. And you know, right then I knew that Charleston White was different. But he don't speak on me. I don't speak on him. To me, you know, I listen to, it all depends on the person. You know, he wants you to argue with him. You know what I'm saying? And that builds him, because he ain't gonna let you talk. He just gonna continue to talk shit, continue. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I wish the dude well. Go on and handle your business.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.